And number 7, I have the New York Knicks. I'm very excited about what my team could do.
Very
And then number
excited. You didn't even
6,
have them in the top 5. What the hell? We'll have a conversation about the Knicks. God, they were a Final Four team, and you have them at 7. You have them taking a step back with the new. All right, number 10.
not a step back. They're the second best team in the East.
7th rated team is a step. That is preposterous.
The West is stacked.
Especially compared to what I have them ranked. At number 3, this is where we vehemently disagree. It's easy to me that a Final Four team from last year in the New York Knicks are a top 3 team this year. It's all about the new coach, Mike Brown. I think how he reimagines this offense that went to the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be very intriguing to watch. Jordan Clarkson will be an upgrade from Cam Payne. Yabusele should be an upgrade on Achua. Their offense will be even better, though, the reason they're not 1 or 2 is because the defense will still be in question. But New York still has the option to add a couple players, especially in the front court and on the wing. The New York Knicks are a top 3 team in the NBA without a doubt.
I'm happy that you're so high on my New York Knicks.
Just like I was last year going into the playoffs. And I don't know if you watched the playoff run, they're the reason that the Boston Celtics, even before the Tatum injury, did not even have a chance to repeat. That was because of the New York Knicks and, in your eyes, despite Tom Thibodeau.
Yes, I'm removing the unsustainability factors out of the equation because if I'm not mistaken, earlier on this program, you said the Pistons almost beat the Knicks. So that's a Final Four team that was almost beaten in the first round. In round 2, they made 2 20-point comebacks in the first 2 games, which has never been done before. And if by your logic, they were a Final Four team, that's why they're number 3, then why aren't the Minnesota Timberwolves in your top 4?
The Minnesota Timberwolves lost a key piece of their rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And although they re-signed 2 of the 3 free agents, I think that is a step back for them. And as far as this Knicks-Pistons argument, are we not discounting the fact that the East is much, much weaker this year? So even though despite taking down the Boston Celtics in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, they're not even in this equation. Instead, they got to deal with the Atlanta Hawks, the Orlando Magic. We'll see what happens there. The Detroit Pistons thing, that's a matchup. It's not anything else. I think the Knicks are a top 3 team because they upgraded their coach and they upgraded their role players, and they will upgrade their rotation because the Mike Brown will trust his bench more.
So let me ask you something. I find it hard to believe that if the Cavaliers at full strength met the Knicks last year, you would have picked the Knicks in a playoff series. Are you telling me
I
that you would have done so?
100% would have picked the Knicks against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If the Cavs were not hurt, they were at full strength.
I would 100% pick the Knicks over the Cleveland Cavaliers. 100%.
Okay.
I picked the Pacers whenever I thought the Cavs were full strength.
I have the Knicks as the second best team in the East behind the Cleveland Cavaliers. If that's disrespectful, then shoot me. I mean, I have the Rockets over them. I have Minnesota over them. I think if the Rockets in Minnesota, if they were in the East, they would be the favorites to go to the finals potentially.
Yes. I have the Knicks as the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. And to me, yes, I love what Cleveland did last year. Lonzo Ball has played 35 games in the last 4 seasons combined. That is, I'm saying lateral at best when I'm talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers offseason. To me, it's not lateral. It's a step back. And you can make this argument for injuries, but that series was not close. It was a 5-game series. And if they were fully healthy, I think they may have lost to the Pacers in 6 or 7. A loss would have still been a loss to me, and that's how I viewed that series.
So they took a step back because Ty Jerome left, who was terrible for them in the playoffs.
They're going to take a step back because of how they perform. I think they're going to have an amazing regular season. It's just exactly how I view the Clippers. But as far as the 2026 and the postseason and stuff, I think the Knicks will go farther than the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I hope so. I really do.
I know. And you're considerably higher on them, but you have them at 7. I was like, I know I did not hear all of that in one sentence. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this season. I got my Knicks at number 7, not even in the top 5. I was blown away.
Yeah, I said I'm excited for the Knicks. Yes, I am.
Obviously not.
Perfectly fine spot.
Yeah,
it's a perfectly fine spot.
If I take a direct flight up to New York right now and I'm walking around the street and I, talk about how excited I am about the Knicks being an outsider and I put them at number 7 on a list in the NBA, they're going to react some type of way. And I don't know if you're one of those fans who just don't want to get your hopes up. You didn't get your hopes up last year. It's the most bizarre reaction from Knicks fans to me. They were mad they made the conference finals. I don't know why. But it's not like they beat the defending champions. It was just this bitter taste after the Knicks got bounced from the Eastern Conference Finals. In reality, that was a major, major success. And I think the fact that New York fans still rag on the Mikal Bridges trade, still rag on the Karl-Anthony Towns trade, and now, we're sitting here talking, at least me, I'm talking about them as a top 2 team in the Eastern Conference, top 3 team in the NBA. I think that makes those trades worth it. And I was really reluctant for the Tom Thibodeau firing. I'm on record saying that, but I think Mike Brown was the only correct move, and they have made it.
I'm excited for the Lakers to have them at 8. You're excited for your Grizzlies. You had them at 13.
Yeah, exactly. And I was looking up other lists and stuff, and I saw ranges. It was 13, 14, 15. I mean, that was normal, but I mean, where'd you have them? 16, 17, 18? It's haterade, bro. It's you hate on teams that your friends like, and you hate on teams that you like. Just be happy, bro. Just be happy.